Thank you for tuning in to this Dance Friends audiocast. My name is Sarah. Our topic for today is why partner dancing is easier than freestyle. Take a moment to remember the last time you went to a family or friend's wedding. After the dinner and the toasts, when the bridal dance and the parent-child dances were over, the lights went down and the DJ cranked up pulsing and energetic dance tunes. A collection of brave souls made their way to the dance floor. They moved and grooved, some of them looking pretty good, other people looking pretty awkward, maybe even a little goofy. Some people just bopped a little, standing in place, perhaps even still holding their beer. You may have been one of these people, or you may have observed strictly from the sidelines, thinking, no way am I getting anywhere near that floor. Or perhaps you were thinking, I really wish I had the guts to be up there too. In some ways, it seems like no big deal just to walk over to that dance floor and start moving around. And yet, in other ways, it feels like the biggest deal, the most perilous thing you can do in that moment. In some respects, you're not wrong. It might seem like no big deal to some people, and they might be the ones standing in front of you or tugging your arm trying to get you on the dance floor, telling you precisely that. Come on, it's no big deal. Just get out there and feel the music. In reality, walking out on the dance floor with no other plan besides attempting to feel the music is not easy. In fact, it is much harder to look good and feel good doing freestyle than doing any style of social partner dancing. Why does this conflict exist? After all, some people seem to be perfectly happy and comfortable hopping onto the dance floor with no other guidance than this mysterious feeling for what to do. Freestyle dancing is deceptive because it seems like it should be easy. You don't have to take any lessons in order to do it. You can just start dancing it at will, making up movements off the top of your head. But the same is true of most types of hobbies or art forms. You can just start painting on a blank canvas. You can just start typing on a blank page. You can just start tapping on the piano keys. And some people do these things well enough off the tops of their heads. However, you are in good company with a large number of people who don't have the aptitude simply to start from nothing, in any of these activities, but especially in dance. Going back to those memories of dance floors past, have you ever been to a wedding where you saw a couple doing partner dancing? Probably most of the people on the dance floor were doing the freestyle move and groove I described above, but maybe there was one couple who got up and danced together, doing something that looked pretty cool. They did some spins and turns and moved around each other. Maybe they didn't look like professionals, but they looked like they knew what they were doing, looked like they were comfortable and coordinated with each other, and looked like they were enjoying themselves. If you've been to enough weddings or similar events like reunions, fundraisers, anniversary parties, or any event with a DJ or cover band, you've probably glimpsed at least one couple who did social partner dancing, something a little more dynamic and interesting than just a hug and sway slow dance. One of my students, who is now an accomplished and sought-after silver-level leader, often tells the story of going to a family wedding shortly after he started lessons. At the time, he was a beginner who had only taken a small series of personal lessons, and he only knew 2 or 3 basic fast dance turns. Everyone at the wedding was super impressed. He had more confidence than anyone else on that wedding dance floor, and he had much more fun and got tons of compliments. He was under no illusions. He knew that he was just a beginner, with only a few basic moves, and still his dancing outperformed everyone at the same event. What changed in those few early lessons to transform him into a wedding dance floor phenom? The gap between knowing nothing and knowing something is huge in partner dancing. In most circumstances, basic social partner dancing will look dramatically better than the freestyle move and groove we've been talking about in this article. Why is that? While freestyle seems like it should be more accessible, after all, you don't need to take lessons, you just need to step out onto the dance floor and move. It's that very openness and accessibility that makes it logistically more difficult. You have all the freedom to move any way you want. So what do you do with that freedom? It's your responsibility to figure out what to do with each hand, each arm, each leg, your torso, your head, your shoulders, your hips. Which way are they going to move? How do you coordinate them all so that they look good together? Because freestyle is so free, it is very easy to mess up and look goofy, and it is very difficult to look good. Unless you have trained extensively in some style of individualized performance dancing, for example, hip-hop, modern, jazz, lyrical, tap, ballet, etc., your best hope as a freestyle dancer is to look neutral, to dance unobtrusively enough that you don't stand out for the wrong reasons. On the other hand, basic partner dancing answers all these questions for you. It seems less accessible because you have to take some lessons before you can do it. But what you're learning on those lessons resolves all the dilemmas you face with freestyle dancing. When you learn a style of partner dancing, you are learning specific stepping patterns, so you know what to do with your feet. Your hands are connected to your partner most of the time, either in a stable hold or leading a particular move, so you don't have to figure out what to do with them. Your hands and arms always have a specific job. Likewise, your shoulders, hips, and torso don't really need to do anything. Eventually, there is body movement and style, but on a beginner level, it's better for your torso to be relatively still so that your lead and follow communications do not get muddied by errant movement. Partner dances also have repetitive timings, and as long as you follow them, you'll be in sync to the music. Partner dancing has all these advantages in terms of ensuring you'll know what to do with all your limbs and how to manage your movements. But it also has the advantage of doing it with a partner. There is a strength in numbers dimension to dancing with a partner because you don't have to brave the dance floor all by yourself. But there's also a natural appeal to doing something coordinated and synchronistic. I often compare it to synchronized swimming. One person bobbing up and down in the pool is no big deal, but two people doing the exact same thing? Pretty cool, right? Partner dancing benefits from the same coordinational aesthetic. One person doing some random move and groove at your family wedding, snooze. But two people dancing together that actually look like they know what they're doing? Now that looks pretty sharp. The next time you get invited to a wedding, fundraiser, reunion, anniversary party, or any event with a cover band or DJ, think about how much cooler you'll look and how much more fun you'll have if you know a few basic dance steps. This is an easy way for couples to get a wow from family and friends. Even if you don't have a +1 to take to the event, a good personal lesson teacher can show you the steps and teach you how to guide a partner through the patterns, even if that partner has never danced before. Don't spend your next event avoiding the dance floor. Have a blast dancing with moves that are easy to do, look sharp, and fit nicely inside your comfort zone. Thank you for listening, and be sure to look for more articles and audiocasts on our website, pittsburghdancer.com.